Alrighty. Beautiful.
Humans. Thank the maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
Rip.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
You know what's really scary? This guy, I think it's intentional. He's really just written off as insane here, especially by the other doctor here, but his words are actually they seem to be, especially some later lines, less this one, more others, seem to be foreshadowing for the whole damn trilogy, actually.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
By the way, a lot of people like to do the I can shut him up action. That's cruel to me. Like a few other things people tend to do, especially guys who do, you know, other Let's Players that I looked up to otherwise, make a lot of choices in these games that really hurt me in like a, God, why would you do that kind of a way? Just because I am so emotionally invested in this game, and I think that's the way you should play it. You get so much more out of it if you do that. But, yeah, it does irk me. That's part of why I wanted to do this, is because I want to make a playthrough on YouTube that doesn't make choices and give justifications for those choices, and that I don't agree with, and doesn't bash characters that I love. And in fact, I won't bash characters. Spoiler alert. I won't be overly critical. I won't. Like, the point of this is not even close to at all to begin with, to be critical towards the games. I feel like too many people who have channels on YouTube lean way too hard in the critique direction, even if they're doing Let's Plays. Like, oh, this is good, this is bad. What about you get into the game and try to just play it, and try to, you know, challenge yourself and try to get into the world, the lore, regardless of how good or bad you think things are. That focusing on how good or bad things are, to me, it's always spoiled my experience. It's when I stopped doing that I love games even more. You know? Anyway, TED Talk over. Let's continue. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, though. If you listen to all that, I do not blame some of you for skipping me, honestly, a lot. I do ramble a lot. I think that's just part of me. I might get better about rambling less, but I just kind of feel like I should also kind of use this as my soapbox. You know, a platform of my passion to kind of just get off any kind of words I want to say about whatever off, you know, that seem to relate to these situations that are occurring within the games. Especially since I'm going to primarily focus on these deep story-focused games that really lend themselves well to real-world commentary. Relating to the situation, I feel like this kind of thing is something you can really learn from, you know, in regards to real life, from kind of a safer perspective that it's also just fun to go through, and is engaging and is a nice little escape, and etc. So, but at the same time, you're still dealing with real-world issues in a way, in a mental way that helps you to deal with the real-world issues in the real world, or at least that has been my experience to some degree with many of these games. Whew. Alright,
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move. Until you came along.
well, I'm glad, she's definitely glad she could, be here for y'all. Me too, as a player.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. It could have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen her Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
See, what he called... See, this is why I say Manuel is foreshadowing the character. He just said something about... He called Saren the leader of the enemy, the prophet. Those are both spoilers for what you learn about him on Eden Prime. And the reason he becomes, spoilers, the main villain of this game. Very intriguing. It's interesting because Manuel is clearly unwell mentally. He might be... I have a feeling he's schizophrenic or something like that. But I have a feeling that whatever those voices are telling him, if he's schizophrenic, again, because I don't know if they even really sat down and fleshed out what's up with him up there, but... You know, I'm gonna assume that he has some kind of, you know, schizophrenia spectrum type of thing, and he was hearing voices that were telling him some pretty true things, actually. Very cryptic, but pretty true, especially that Saren line. That's what made me go, is this foreshadowing instead of just the ramblings of a madman? I think so. I thought that was really cool.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Alrighty. Whew.
It used to be beautiful here.
Indeed, Ripple. Whoops. Alright. Gotta cycle through everything until I get back to my freaking... There we go. My trusty assault rifle. Yes, I said a rifle instead of rifle. What are you gonna do about it? Rifle. Okay, serious scene. Should have gone down.
Saren. Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
And... Youchie. Bye-bye, Nihilus. You were a bro. Whew. I liked Nihilus, of course, what little we saw of him. We didn't get time to know about him much, but similarly with Jenkins, he was likable. I think that was on purpose to kind of, you know, make the impact of their deaths mean something to the player. I think they did a good job, certainly in my case, because it really... Poor friendos. Didn't actually mean to throw that nade there. Wait, did I actually kill them all? Okay, I did. Cool. Everyone's still not low, so let's keep going. Not even halfway. So we're all basically Gucci, except Cade keeps taking a lot more damage than everyone else. I'm not sure why. Might just be his class. His biotic class. I'm not sure, again, what it's called or what it is, because the only class I really paid ever much attention to was the soldier, because I usually do the basically autopilot upgrades thing on everyone except for Shepard. Except, well, I say that, but a lot of times in the past I've tried to kind of curate what their abilities were, but oftentimes I stopped caring at a certain point in the game, because I just want to get through the game anyway and not worry too much about the RPG mechanics, which is probably part of why ME2 and 3 really hit a gameplay sweet spot for me. But regardless, this game is still wonderful.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
Other who now?
What the hell are you talking about?
There were two Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
And this is the exact moment we learned the name of the Turian. Because what's funny is if this random-ass motherfucker did not tell Shepard that, words, if this random dock worker did not tell Shepard, what the name of the Turian was that killed Nihilus, she'd have no idea, and Saren would have probably gotten away, which would have been a big rip. But yeah, basically this person solidifies the fact that Saren gets killed by Shepard, if you really think about it, because there probably wouldn't be too many more leads to him except for his name, right? And then the fact that he's a Spectre, you know. So, and that he knew Nihilus. So yeah, like, honestly, if you think about it, this dock worker is the reason that Saren got caught. At least the most apparent reason to me. Because they might have been able to learn of Saren otherwise, but if you think about it, this random dude is kind of the reason that that Saren was at least caught as early as he was, at least I would imagine. I don't know, it's interesting to think about, even though, of course, Shepard's the one that did all the work, but, you know. Anyway, if this random guy wasn't alive and hiding and listened to that, we might never caught Saren the way that we did. Or at least been onto him as early.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
And he jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Oof. She's really glad he survived, and she's not going to inquire into that, because, I mean, what else would you do if you're just some random dock worker? I mean, why wouldn't you try to hide? Thankfully, he survived, and someone survived something like this, which, in Shepard's eyes, is a really fucking good thing, regardless of how it happened. but you can go into a whole thing where he was just going. You can go into a whole dialogue option thing where he basically confesses that he was napping, and that's the reason he was behind there and able to hide and not be seen and not be killed and everything. And you can go and be a complete dick about it and be like, well, you shouldn't be alive just because you were like a fucking lazy bastard. No, look, I'm a lazy bastard, okay? I take offense to that. No, no, like, in all seriousness, though, I think that whole mentality, because, so, I'm one of those people that isn't too fond of Ashley. What's funny, though, is I'm still probably going to be killing Caden, except for that's probably a lot of people, anyway. Actually, wait, what, am I? I'll actually see when I get there, because that's Vermeer. That's a long-ass way from here. More spoilers, by the way. This is my Shepherd's roleplay. This is not canon Mass Effect. I mean, this is my canon Mass Effect. And I just want to talk about whatever I want to talk about whenever it comes to my mind. I'd rather not wait. And I'm just used to just kind of talking about whatever I'm going to talk about, so I'm just going to do that. Words and things and stuff. Regardless, okay, let's just keep going, because I lost my train of thought anyway, and it was probably too long for most of y'all, and I apologize for that. Or at least some of y'all. But if anyone listened to that whole thing and enjoyed it, I thank you.
We need to fix that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Poor guy. Poor guy. Alright, so we have to do at least one tutorial thing. Then have Caden do his throw. But I'm not going to be doing that much. Probably here and there, but not much. There we are. By the way, I see a loot there. I'll get to that in a sec after we clear these guys out. There we go. Sometimes gotta wait for that orange circle to shrink back down, and that's when you can really lay down the fire. Actually, wait, did I go ahead and actually loot like I said I was gonna? And just make sure I actually got that thing to loot. I don't think I did. I think it's back here. Oh, yeah, it looks like I did. Alright, cool. Oh, wait, I say that, but, okay, no, that was not that. Alright, I knew. I agree, and that's somebody's Saren. By the way, random impromptu booty shot. Okay, that's hard to do. Hold on, this is a lot easier. There we go. Booty. Okay, that's this suit, and also, I feel like there's suits that are better at showing off her booty, but she doesn't really get a really, really nice classical sexualized booty until 2. And honestly, probably the reasons for that are we can sell more video games if we got into some nice asses in there. Miranda, but if anyone has played Mass Effect 2 for any length of time, you probably understand what I mean by Miranda in regards to nice asses. Because she has one, and the developers are really, really, really adamant about letting you know, hey guys, she has a nice butt. Anyway, let's continue. Enough talk about butts for at least 5 seconds.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Can you, like, die too? That would be great. Thankfully, no. He's not going to do that. I'm flipping off Sarah. I can't wait until I have a webcam so I can just show the fact that I'm flipping off villains that I hate in games. Villains that I'm not too fond of. Villains that can go fuck themselves. Etc. You know what I mean.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
I really, really enjoy this particular combat theme, by the by. Really, really do. Heal myself so that I don't die. Very nice. Level Durgan feels good, man. Alright, I gotta move forward or else. Yeah, you gotta move until the red triangles are visible. Okay, to move out the way. There you go. There we go. We're Gucci there. There we go. I really love the atmosphere of this game. God. Anyway, the music, the environments, the characters, the designs of characters, of environments, of enemies. Well done, man. All well done. All very, very immersive. Oof. I probably should have tried to shoot them from up there instead of getting Caden in that much danger. Because he nearly died, but he didn't. That was a little bit dumb of me to try to run all the way down here. I think I could have commanded him to wait, but I don't tend to use those much either. In fact, that might only be a thing in 2 onward, but don't quote me on that. Anywho, let's try to decrypt this, buddy. I actually really do enjoy this little mini game. It's fun to me. Ugh. Just avoid them red squares, Ming. By the way, I don't know if I have... And I know that there's some more containers. Like, there's another one on the other side there. And we'll be getting that. Oof. There we go. Ooh, nice. I don't know why I ended up switching guns there. It's very strange. Okay, I don't even know if I ever opened this normally, but I'm just being thorough about looting right now. Just 'cause I can be. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's check this puppy out. Some big old beacon. Hey, more loot? Question mark? No. Loot's very important, friendos. It's very important. I say that, but is there something else I need to do? Oh, Jesus. Wow, there's still one remaining? Please tell me that wow, whoops. Okay. The combat music should not end before all the charges are gone in this section, because I remember this is not the first time I've done this. Thankfully, I'm pretty darn sure a minute's more than enough. Big whoopsie-do. But yeah, there it is. It's all the way... It's right here, so we're Gucci. But, like, this is not even close to the first time I've done this. because the music stops. If it was still going, it'd be like, wait, what's going on? Are there enemies? Oh, wait. Oh, there are more bombs. Like, that's probably what would happen in my brain, but, like, because the combat music stops, I'm like, the threat's gone. But no, it's not. Because there's the very real threat lingering still of bombs that will game over you, even though you beat the whole rest of the encounter. Like, that's not even close the first time I forgot the last bomb. Like, not even close. There's times I forgot, like, all of them and then got fucked. By it. Or at least one or two times.
Normandy, the beacon is
This
secure.
is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too dangerous.
Ooh, rippity-doo-dah day. Big ol' rippity-doo-dah. Big one. By the way, this scene's epic. And also, she
We identified the
is
ship
tragic.
that touched down on
Hug.
Asian Prime. The Normandy. A human
I
alive
love her,
It was under
cool,
the command
dark
of Captain Anderson.
stuff
He
on,
managed to
though,
save
but I think it is a little too
one of the
evil
humans
looking. I don't know. It's
used
hard.
it.
It's a little too, like, super ultra mega sci-fi, but I mean, this game is that, but it's hard to explain what I mean by that. It's almost fantasy levels of villain, especially with the helmet. It's probably the helmet that makes me think it's very Dragon Age-y, basically. I mean, it would make sense if it was literally inspired by that same kind of aesthetic, considering, you know, BioWare also made Dragon Age, but, you know.
Doctor?
And just before
Dr.
this
Thomas.
game, too, or after.
she's waking
One or
up.
the other, anyway. I think it was after, actually. Maybe.
You had us worried, Gershon. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
Rippity. Also, the vision in these voices, very well done. Definitely adds to the creepy aesthetic.
Captain
I
Anderson.
really kind of want to... I'd really like to know how either of those were actually made.
Normal, and so the commander's going to be fine.
Because I have no idea.
Glad
And they
to hear.
sound and look very
Shepard, I
cool,
need to speak
very, very awesome.
Input.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Very creative, for sure.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I'll live.
I won't lie, Shepard.
Hmm.
Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
He didn't come to Eden Prime because he hates humans.
You're right. Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, shall we?
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Beautiful. Alrighty, lots of heavy shiznit going on there. Ugh. Let's get down to the Citadel where we can have some respite after that, shall we? Well, at least after, at least in our next episode. So I hope you all have a lovely ones. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to, friendos. And I hope you all have wondrous days. Bye-bye. That feels like my outro. We'll see.